Hello, my name is Henry Kyle. Working on the information systems module, I want to share with you the reflection on the QSM Thinkwise benchmark report. I will share with you some highlights, the overview of the results in general. I will go into a little bit more detail about the way they present the effort and the productivity results, as well as how the quality is assessed. As always with benchmarks and averages, it's important to understand how to judge the best practices, how to work with that. After that, I will present an individual result from the Forrester Wave and reflect that on the QSM report and conclude this presentation with some recommendations. Okay, Thinkwise is a Dutch company delivering a low-code platform for ERP solutions. It focuses on the small and medium enterprise, the upper segment there in that part, with more than 100 users. And actually it claims to deliver the ERP software of the future. Thinkwise has selected 8 completed projects in different industries and presented that to QSM. QSM has validated the projects and compared them to the 12,000 projects they have in their database. The benchmark presents results on development, effort versus size, and the process productivity versus size. In the bottom part, you see the overall results. Obviously, they are very promising, very good for Thinkwise. The productivity is higher. Quality, measured by the mean term to defect, is longer. I will go into a little bit more detail on this one. And, well, as you can see, everything is better. It's from the report unclear when the benchmark has been executed. I retrieved the benchmark from the Thinkwise website on the 7th of October 2019. Okay, results on the effort and productivity. Here in figure 1, you see the results on the effort versus size. The blue dots are these 8 projects from Thinkwise. And as you can see, the effort is below the average in the market. Figure 2 is projecting the productivity compared to size, and these 8 projects are more or less wrapped around the average. The main issue here is that it's assuming in the presentation, the way it's presented, it's assuming a linear correlation. The question if that's really a realistic approach. As we have seen in the project management module by Mailer, you have project uncertainties and you have product uncertainties. And all these uncertainties will obviously cause continuous emerging aspects impacting the process and quality of the product and the product. As Dego and Mauritsen are explaining, there are a lot of more different kind of actors going on, and actually they are showing that there's a nonlinear relationships. On top of that, the interesting view from Cox. He is presenting the morphing organization. The morphing organization is a metaphor for the fact that the outside face is gradually changing, linked to what's going on internally. Gradually is here reflecting on, okay, it's going back and forth, and the question if that's really a linear correlation. Quality assessment. In figure 4, you see the graph with regard to the quality assessment, which is measured with one metric, mean term to defect. Also here, they present a better performance than the market average. But there are obviously a lot of more other kind of dimensions going on with regard to quality. Stakeholders quality, financial quality, and so on. As Baker puts it in 5 project quality dimensions: product and process, as we have seen in the previous slide, customer, workforce, leadership, financial, and market. So to conclude this slide, the one single matrix mean term to defect is a very limited view. And as always with best practices, comparing to best practices, comparing to market average, as you can see here in figure 5, it's always the question if that's giving a very good understanding how they perform. The question is, what's actually included in the market average? Are there different industries involved? Are there different kind of projects with different size, etc., different complexity? You might say that you can plot companies on a continuum from one, we are unique, to what fits others will fit us, and everything in between. Very large spectrum of differences. And even what Wagner and Newell are pointing out, that culture is involved. In this report, there's nothing to be read about culture. Within the company, you have your culture, probably even subcultures, and that obviously impact the way the implementation is improving and how you get the results, the benefits, and the value from using the low-code and the no-code platforms. So one should be very careful with the results from this benchmark, because that's not very clear what kind of organizations they compare. One interesting case I want to share with you with regard to best practices versus customization is the SAP Lidl case. SAP, the well-known worldwide company on ERP systems, was doing an inventory implementation with Lidl. They started in 2011, and eventually they had to terminate that project in 2018, writing off for 500 million euros. And the main reasons for that was that SAP was normally delivering their industry standard with regard to stock and inventory valuation, which is the retail price. And Lidl was saying, well, we are unique, and that has to be changed, customized to purchase price valuation. So two additional views on this. As Deco and Mowitz are explaining that it's converting an as-is situation, current situation, an existing accounting system into a new ERP system, platform, software that can be impacting the quality and flexibility, which obviously showed in this SAP Lidl case. On the other hand, Lidl could also have had another approach, saying that, okay, SAP worldwide ERP vendor probably might include the well-known and accepted accounting standards. If you want to read more, you can push the link here and you can read further on this publication. The force of wave. Thinkwise is also known and presented in the Forrester Wave over here as contender. And in this report, it's saying that software is immediately available for Windows web and mobile application. That's in the QSM benchmark. On the other hand, in this Forrester report, it's actually saying that Thinkwise is very good in transactional core business application, but less suitable for mobile interfaces. So, in other words, different views, different sources are very important to get before taking next steps. To conclude this presentations, a couple of recommendations. Be careful with the productivity results as they have presented, because they assume a linear correlation, which probably not the practical situation of implementing those kind of platforms. As discussed, the quality assessment is just based on a single matrix. A lot of more things and dimensions are going on. When looking at no-code, low-code platforms, clearly separate your processes, your rules, your principles from the system and challenge that with other kind of platforms. And create a really good strategy which is linked with customer value. Also, Thinkwise is in the Forrester Wave not as good as in the QSM Thinkwise benchmark on mobile. Mobile is actually the outside face, as Cox mentioned it. So further review is necessary to find out how good Thinkwise is in the outside communication connected to the inside. If you want to read more, here are the references used in this presentation. I want to thank you for watching and listening.